So, in 2019, the Nobel Prize in Physics went to two discoveries that, honestly, completely changed our view of the universe. One of them gave us this massive picture of the entire cosmos, from the Big Bang all the way to today. And the other, it found a single tiny planet way out there orbiting a distant star. So let's break down how these two breakthroughs, one just impossibly huge and the other incredibly small, actually fit together to answer some of our biggest questions.
I mean, these are the big ones, right? The questions that kind of keep us up at night. They're humanity's oldest and deepest mysteries. And what's so incredible is that the work of these Nobel laureates gives us some of our clearest answers yet. They tackle both where did we come from and are we alone from two totally different, but as you'll see, beautifully connected angles.
All right, so let's start with the big picture. And when I say big picture, I mean the biggest possible picture you can imagine. We're talking about the actual blueprint for the entire universe.
And this is the guy who drew it up, James Peebles. His half of the Nobel Prize was for theoretical discoveries in physical cosmology. Now that sounds super complicated, but what it really means is that he was the architect. He designed our modern understanding of how the universe's entire history unfolded.
So what in the world is physical cosmology?
Well, imagine the universe has a history book, and it's 13.8 billion years long. Physical cosmology is the science of actually reading that book. Before Peebles, we were kind of just guessing at the story. But his work, it gave us the tools, the theoretical framework, to actually understand the language of the cosmos from its very first moments. And get this, he even helped us realize that 95% of that book is written in an invisible ink we now call dark matter and dark energy. Wild. Peebles' work essentially created a story in 3 acts that connects these crucial moments in cosmic history. First up, you have the Big Bang, the explosive, chaotic start to everything. His theories helped us get a handle on the physics of that insane moment. Second, the cosmic afterglow. This is the faint light left over from creation, and Peebles actually predicted its properties, this light that we can still detect today. And third, galaxy formation. He figured out how a hot, uniform early universe could eventually cool down and clump together to form the very stars and galaxies we see today. It's the whole story, right there. So here's the bottom line. James Peebles turned cosmology from just, speculation into a real, precise science. He basically gave us the instruction manual for the cosmos, covering 13.8 billion years of cosmic history. And this just perfectly shows you the two different scales of this Nobel Prize. We're zooming out to look at the entire universe with Peebles, and now we're about to zoom all the way in to a single solar system hundreds of light years away. Let's get to that discovery. So, from the architect of the cosmos, we now turn to the explorers, the ones who went out and found the very first piece of hard evidence that maybe our solar system wasn't so unique after all. And here they are, Michel Mayor and Didier Queloz. Their award is incredibly specific, and for a very good reason, for the discovery of an exoplanet orbiting a solar-type star. Back in 1995, they did something that no one, literally no one, had ever managed to do before. They found one, just one, the very first confirmed planet outside of our solar system that was orbiting a star, kind of like our own sun. This single number, one, it changed everything. Because before this moment, planets around other suns were purely the stuff of science fiction. So why was this so revolutionary? I mean, finding that one planet, 51 Pegasi b, it was so much more than just putting a new dot on a star chart. It was proof of concept. It proved that other solar systems are out there. It launched an entire new field of research. It literally took the idea of alien worlds out of the realm of science fiction and dropped it right into the pages of scientific journals. Okay, so we have this giant theory for the whole universe, and then we have the discovery of a single new world. So how do these two halves possibly come together to redefine our place in the cosmos? Because this is the real beauty, the real poetry of the 2019 prize. These are not two different stories at all. They're two halves of the same whole, giving us both the grand context and the first exciting piece of content about our cosmic neighborhood. Think of it this way, okay? James Peebles' incredible theoretical work, it gave us the grand map of the entire universe. He drew the continents, he outlined the oceans, and he defined the physical laws that govern that entire landscape. And then along come Michel Mayor and Didier Queloz. They stepped onto that vast, empty map,
They started exploring it, and for the very first time, they put a big, definitive X on it. They marked a new world, a new destination. They showed us that people's vast map wasn't empty. It was filled with amazing places to discover. You see, their discovery opened the floodgates. Since then, we've found thousands and thousands of exoplanets. Which leaves us with the ultimate question that this Nobel Prize inspires. Peoples gave us the map, and Mayer and Kalos found the very first landmark. It just makes you wonder, how many more are still out there, just waiting for us to find them?